Hi everybody. So this is a training held by Finance Law Accounting. So we are covering payroll today, a Singapore startup guide. So this is very practical and useful for future founders in Singapore, or if you are a finance personnel who need some high level overview of HR, this is for you as well. Let's take a look. Okay, the first three slides are the most important, yeah. So please stay with me for the next, 5 minutes. I will try my best to make it beneficial for you guys for the next 5 minutes. These are all the very important part of this training. So when we talk about paying of payroll, it is very important that this means it is company paying out salary in Singapore. So this only applies to Singapore, yeah. So over here, I have summarized one of the easiest way that you can do a payroll for a company. So this is a company where we have maybe 10 to 15 employees. Um, at any time, if there's a sound issue or what, please let me know, yeah, so I can try to help you guys. So if you have about 10 employees, this is what I suggest you to do. You can get a payroll software. Over here, I'm recommending Payboy. And once you have a Payboy software, whenever you have new employees, you can input it into Payboy. At the end of the month, Payboy will throw out a payroll file. This payroll file is what you will give to your employee as payroll. All employees in Singapore every month will have to receive their own payroll file. Next, we have the bank file. The bank file is what you will use to pay out employees. So if you think of it as you have 10 to 15 employees, it is very tiring for you to repeatedly create new transfers. So that is where having a bank file auto-generated by the Payboy software is very helpful. You can put this file into Aspire. Aspire is a semi-bank in Singapore, and it can do payout of payroll for you. The cost is very low, almost free. I personally use it and I like it, and that's why I'm recommending it to you guys. And the next part is the payroll software Payboy will generate out a CPF file, which you need to upload to CPF and you need to pay CPF. So this is the three key parts of every month's payroll. For salary in Singapore, the law states that we must pay salary by the 7th of the next month. So, now is March. It is important to pay salary by, say, 7th of April. And for CPF, it is important to pay CPF by the 14th of next month. So if it is March contributions, you are supposed to pay by 14th of April. Is that clear? So for SMEs or startup and you are very tight on cash, I have written for you over here the last date at which you can pay and still be compliant. Yeah. Your employees might not be happy, but at least you are compliant. So myself, I can speak Chinese, yeah. So the training is conducted in English, but if you have questions, feel free to ask in Chinese. Okay, so the next very important point that I want to highlight to you guys is what is the difference between contractors and employees from a Singapore perspective? Sometimes it is when we hire people, they would say, I want to be paid CPF. And sometimes they would be say, can you not pay me my CPF? So what is the difference between employees and local slash foreign contractors? So um in view of time constraint, I will not be allowing questions for now, yeah. I will push on. But if you all have questions, feel free to raise them later. So for employee, you're covered under the Employment Act. Um, CPF contributions under the Employment Act will be mandatory. And employee, because it's governed by the Employment Act, would have employee benefits, your annual leave, your sick leave, and then your public holidays. Salary is paid monthly. This is a 100% requirement by the government. And for employee headcount, you count towards sometimes when there's visa applications, you will need a certain number of local employees before you can apply for visa. Whereas if you are a local, if as a Singapore company, you are hiring a local or foreign contractor, The governing law is Singapore contract law, usually, not always. You do not have a duty to contribute CPF by the employer. The employee benefits is in accordance with the contract, depending on what you are writing in the contract. For payment wise, the contractor would have to invoice you and then you would pay in accordance with the invoice sent to you. Sometimes the contractor can send to you monthly, the contractor can send to you once quarterly, and you can delay the payment. It's in accordance with the Singapore contract law. I've created a website, financela.com, where you can easily generate your invoice. Is over here. So this is free. So over here, you can generate your invoice. And also over here, I have like bulk invoices. So if at any time you want to pay like 10 foreign contractors at one time, you can generate the invoice for them over here. Do check it out. Yeah, then these do not count towards visa application. So we can see from here that, you know, if you are doing a simple hiring for a few months, usually to keep it simple, we might want to stick with local or foreign contractor. However, if you are hiring like long-term employees, it is usually better to hire as an employee. And for many of the good employees outside, they might only accept being an employee and not a contractor. Next is if we look at key employee milestones, we have number one, contract signing. Number two, pay slip. Number three, salary payment. Number four, CPF payment. Number five, AIS for employment. And number six, resignation. This is a full employee life cycle, which I will go through in details. Okay, now may I pause for 30 seconds in case anybody has a burning question and after you have heard the key points of this meeting. So to be honest, the three slides that I have showed is the gist of this training, the very key point. So anybody has any questions that I can help you with, whether you're a boss or you're an employee. If you're asking, why am I an employee but my employer did not pay CPF, feel free to ask me and I can see how I can help you. Okay. No, nobody have questions, so I will push on for now. Yeah. If you have questions, feel free to stop me later during the part where I would demonstrate how I pay my own salary. Yeah. Okay. So under contract signing, when you onboard a new employee, these are the items I would suggest for you to ask from your employees. They are very basic information, but this is what you will need from them. The bank statement, their bank statement, then they have to provide the bank details, which you will check to the bank statement so that there isn't any issue, and then their personal ID and an email and a handphone number. So many a times as finance, when I pay out a payroll, if I don't ask for their bank statement, they might give me incorrect like bank details and I will pay out to a wrong bank. So as a form of good practice and internal control, I will ask for their bank statement. Okay, next is inside your contract, you need to include key employment terms. So some of the key employment terms include the full name of the employer and the employee, job title, main duties and responsibilities, the start date of employment, salary, and other key details. But these are very important in the contract which you offer to your employee. Next is payslip. Every month, we have to produce the itemized payslip. I would highly suggest you use a payroll software like Payboy. You can choose other software, but over here, I'm giving an example where a payroll software like Payboy will make your life a lot easier. And it's very cheap, yeah? Yeah. Then payslips are required by employees for them to take loans and also when they are applying for credit card. Next, salary payment must be paid within 7 days after the end of the salary period. So since there are many employees, I would suggest you guys to use Aspire. Feel free to use other software, but I understand Aspire is free. And when doing a bank transfer, do select salary as individuals have better interest rate for their account. So if you don't select salary as a payout as a remark, they might not earn the special interest rate. Next, CPF payment. If this is the first time you are paying the CPF, you have to first, as step one, apply for a CSN, a CPF submission number from the CPF board. Do not forget this step. To be honest, if you don't have this step, you also cannot submit CPF lah. So this is the step one. And then step two is to set up and assign your CPF e-service in the Corpus. And then step three is to submit your CPF contribution only the next day. You cannot do all of this in one day. So don't rush to the last day. You have to do step one and step two first. And then step three subsequently. Next, there are contributions to self-help group in Singapore. So these are your contributions to the special religions. So different religions have different rates. Chinese is to CDAC, Eurasian is to ECF, etc. Do note that individuals can opt out of this contribution to self-help group, and these self-help group contributions are paid by employees. They are not paid by employers. CPF payment must be paid by 14 of the following month. And usually, you can choose only one option to pay by mobile or pay by CPF or pay by PC. It's easier for you to choose one option and not to change every month. This month PC, this month mobile. It's very confusing. Payboy can generate your CPF file easily, and you can use a gyro to pay for when you have a big bank. And for skills development levy, this is payable even for employees with no CPF contribution. Sometimes you will have foreign employees, and these foreign employees have no CPF contribution. However, you have to pay the skills development levy. So for my own company, I am the only employee for the company. So later I will demonstrate to you guys how do I pay my own CPF. So rest assured, yeah. I will show you guys shortly for a one-person company. I think among all of you, there will be some one-person company. Okay, next, at the end of the year, we would have to submit the AIS. So this is where the employers will have to submit the employee's income directly to IRAS electronically. So this is before the 1st of March to submit the income for the previous year. This is mandatory for 5 or more employees. Usually, if you are a one-person company, this is not mandatory for you. Next, sometimes we have to say goodbye to employees itself, and that is where we have to say bye-bye. So the employee will give you a termination letter. We have to check their last salary payout, make sure that the salary payment is in accordance with their last day. We have to encash or let them clear their annual leave. And for foreigners, remember there is this IR21 that you have to submit to IRAS 1 month before their last day. Just remember this, yeah. This is very, very important. If you have foreigners living, you need to submit tax clearance. Okay, so with that, I have completed the key part of my training. This one is the payroll workflow, which I have covered just now. So you can see how after I explaining the difficult part to you, actually paying of payroll is actually very easy. And as long as you remember the few key dates, it is not difficult. Myself, so I am an accounting firm myself, finance lah. Then my services include incorporation, secretary, accounting, and HR. This is a little bit about me. You can read it by yourself. And then these are some of the things that I solve. These are some of my clients and reviews and thanks. Okay, so this is the part of the training where I will pause and take questions. And while pausing and taking questions, I will also stop the recording.